Hey there, Mike. How's it going? This is Ashley with Diamond City Digital. So basically, I seen that you had posted in the same group that I am a part of about you being interested in starting your own concrete curbing business. Hey, go you. That's awesome. So basically, knowing what I know on top of having worked with and a lot of my clients being first time business owners, I know the importance of having a website, and I'm going to explain that and show you in this video here today. So basically in this quick video, I'm going to show you 3 tips on how you can beat out your competition online, which will start bringing in more customers right away. And in that process, I'll show you why having a website is going to be extremely beneficial to you. I know you're probably wondering why I'm making a video like this. I get that question a lot. And the reason why I make these videos is I found out a while ago that there's a lot of business owners that are just so busy running their businesses, taking care of their customers, and doing what they need to do as a business owner that they honestly just don't have the time to learn how to make the internet bring them more customers. And the only thing that really stops them from hiring somebody to help them is they just don't know who is an expert and who isn't. So what I started doing was just giving away these free attack plans for free, and some people take this information and they do it themselves, but some people do say, you know what, Ashley, I like you. This stuff makes sense to me. I just don't want to do it, or I don't have the time to do it, or this don't make any sense to me at all. Can you please do it for me? I trust you. Whatever route you want to go is totally fine with me. I'm just here to educate you. So with that being said, the 3 things that I do want to talk to you about today are content, citations, and backlinks. I did want to start off by saying though, this Curbcrete website is actually a website that we have designed and created. So with that being said, we have worked with concrete curbing companies in the past, and honestly, ever since our first concrete curbing company that we have worked with, I kind of target people who are either first starting out or people who I can tell that their website needs help, because honestly, I am so intrigued by the whole concrete curbing process and just how it looks, and it's so fascinating to me. But so with that being said, as you can see, this website has all the content it needs. It has all of the keywords it needs in order to rank in Google. All of the pictures are saved correctly because we're not just a website design company, we're also an SEO company. So when we're building your website, we're doing so with SEO in mind. So like I said, all your pictures will be saved correctly, all your meta tags, meta descriptions, and all that will be done with SEO in mind. 99% of building companies don't know that because they don't know how to do SEO because they're strictly a website design company, and we do both. So we pay attention to both when in that building process. And yeah, so like I said, I am familiar with concrete curbing, and I should say we are familiar with concrete curbing, and yeah. So moving on, with that being said, as you can see how nice this website looks, unfortunately, Google cannot rank a website based off of how good looking it is. So they just don't have the time to go and search and look at all of the pictures. So how they rank websites is simply based off of content, which is all of this that I have highlighted. And what they do is they send these little robots, they're called crawlers, through all of this content, and they're looking for what's called keywords. And a keyword is just a phrase that somebody types in Google to find your business, such as I typed in concrete curbing Philadelphia, PA. And as you can see, the first person that comes up is this GB Construction, and I'm going to show you how to beat these guys. So yeah, that's what those crawlers are looking for in the content, is these keywords. Now, I took this keyword and I did this. Let me just see. Pull it up for you. And now this is going to tell me, I'm going to type in concrete curbing, And this tells me how many times concrete curbing alone, even if I write, start writing it, it's not in their content. So that shows me how many times it's in their content, and it's not in their content at all. So that tells me that they're showing up not based off of their content, which I already knew that just looking at their content, because they do not have a lot of content at all, which is something I'll also get into in a little bit. But so if you don't have those keywords in your content, then how is Google supposed to rank you for those, So that would be one of my first tips, is I would make sure that I fit in those keywords in my content. And then my next tip, and really the most important tip when it does come to content is king in this industry. So the more content you have, the better. And Google's whole goal is to give their users the best experience. And so when somebody is typing in concrete curbing Philadelphia, PA, Google wants to make sure that whoever does show up first is going to be the person that answers all of their questions. And that's typically a person who has the most content. And the average website on this front page here of Google has right around 1,500 words of content. Now, like I said, I was looking at their content, and I can tell you right now that they do not have 1,500 words of content. They have maybe 500 words of content, which that is good news, because that means they are not considered an authority, because they're not at that 1,500 word marking. So you can easily blow them out of the water by getting 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage. And that's my first tip for you, Mike. My second tip is what's called backlinks. And a backlink is just basically when another website on the internet is linking to your website, which it directly drives traffic to your website. And that's really important because Google's kind of like a popularity contest, and they want to see a bunch of relevant websites linking to you, vouching for you. And keep in mind, I did say relevant, because not all backlinks are created equal. So Google's going to give you a lot more power if you have other likewise businesses as yourself linking to your website, versus if you had a Pizza Hut, a dentist linking to your website, because Google knows you are not a pizza company. So we'll come over here to a tool that I use to check out backlinks. It's a paid tool, but you can find a free one online. And basically, it's just going to show me how many backlinks your competitor has, where they're getting them from, and yeah, all that fun stuff there. So we can see that they have 190 backlinks coming from 56 referring domains. Their overall rating is a 25, and their rating for their backlink profile is a 10. So what this tells me is that their website is not very strong, and that they are pulling power from their main site. And this may seem like a big number to have to go after, and it's really not. Because if these links are good enough to rank these guys to the #1 spot, then they're obviously going to be good enough to rank you to that #1 spot too, right? So all you would need to do is copy them. So you can just go right into their backlinks and go to each and every one and apply for a backlink for yourself. Now, if you were to go with me, I have access to a pool of powerful citations, backlinks, all of the above, so that's nothing that you would have to worry about. And here's the kicker. Once you have beat them with content and you beat them with backlinks, you take that spot that they're currently in right here. And you're now getting all the traffic that these guys, GB Construction, is getting. And so there's that. Now, the last place that you can show up, this is my last tip for you, which is, like I said, the last place that you can show up in Google, is this area right here, the GMB, now called the GMP, Google My Page. And what this area requires is just having more citations than your competitors. And a citation is anywhere your name, address, and phone number is listed across different directories across the web. If you're wondering what a directory is, it's just a website that allows you to list your business's information, like Yelp, Angie's List, stuff like that. But what I would do if I were in your shoes is I would figure out who these, that's an ad, so I would figure out all the place that Dependable Concrete Contractor is listed in, and I would list myself in all of those. On top of, I would go and add myself to 300 more. And yeah, that's all I have for you, Mike. I hope you found this informative and helpful. I try to keep these nice and short and to the point, but as a super quick recap, you're going to want 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your homepage and put some keywords in there. You're going to also want to copy all of the websites that are linking to that GB construction and get them linking back to you as well. And you're going to want to put your name, address, and phone number in more directories than this Dependable Concrete tongue twister concrete contractor has. And by following these 3 tips I just laid out, this is how you become #1 across Google. Now, to show you why it would be so huge for you, these guys, which is your #1 competitor right now, this says, due to our busy schedule, we have limited availability for appointments. So if that means that they're really not taking in any more customers, meaning people need this work done. So if we were to get you a website, get it up, get it running how it's supposed to be, you're going to be getting that business right there. That's easy business for you. So yeah, you have a couple different options. You can take this information, you can do it yourself, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. My goal is to educate as many business owners as I possibly can. But if you are like a lot of other business owners I do speak to who they want this stuff done, but they don't have the time to do so, and you would like somebody to help you out, then feel free to give me a call on my personal cell phone. My phone number is 570-536-4151. Look, I'd love to talk some more. I'd love to dive into your goals and figure out what we can do to help you get you to where you need to be. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, Mike. Have a great one. Bye.